This program is not about just business. It's about a great opportunity for which the world wants to know. Yes, I'm talking about FGES, Foreign Graduate Entrepreneur Stream Program. What is FGES and how, under Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, we can take advantage of it? So today, I have none other than the founder of Elite Startup Hub, Mr. Jas Gogia, with us. Welcome, Jasji, to the podcast.
Thank you so very much for inviting me.
First of all, I would like to know, before I start with the technical question, how was your journey of understanding FGS with government, and what is the vision of government of Alberta right now?
We are inviting entrepreneurs across the world who are willing to establish their businesses in Alberta, as well as they are looking forward to seek how they can become permanent residents through some of the entrepreneurial programs.
Okay.
So this is one of the programs, and as a business incubator, Elite Startup Hub, who is always aligned with Government of Alberta's vision to ensure that we help and support SMEs and small to medium businesses, and as well as businesses to succeed into their business mandates.
Wonderful. So let me start by understanding, like, people have gone through the website. Mm-hmm. They know exactly a good literature about it. But now somebody who has walked the path, supported a lot of people through FGS. If you have to define FGS, apart from what is there on the website, what is FGS for the world? World of entrepreneurs who is seeking to get the right information to enter Canada.
So, FGS program, as you, from the name, it defines as Foreign Graduate Entrepreneur Streams. Basically, candidates or applicants who have completed their educations outside of Canada, equivalent to the graduation degrees or post-graduation degrees assessed by the World Education Services, FGES. So, this program is helping many entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs who are willing to establish their businesses in Canada, as well as getting the permanent residencies. So, Government of Alberta has provided all the information on the website, as you just mentioned, that there is a lot of information available on our website, as well as Government of Alberta's website. However, just want to let you know that this is an excellent program across the world, which is helping in a very basic and systematic, simple processes and ways and steps where someone can start their business, establish their business, scale their businesses, sustain their businesses, and get the permanent residencies in Canada.
Super. As you were talking about the Government of Alberta's vision, now the question is, I think, would it be accurate to say that this is not an immigration first program like others, many other, but a business first pathway where immigration becomes the natural outcome?
That is absolutely true. We are fully aligned with Government of Alberta's vision because, as you mentioned initially, that yes, we are one of the approved designated agency by Government of Alberta for this Foreign Graduate Entrepreneur Stream, where our role is to ensure that the businesses that are being proposed by the entrepreneurs or the applicants are commercially viable, as well as there is sustainability factors into the businesses, and where we can support them through our mentoring and networking and so many other coaching and consulting services.
Perfect.
So yes, so this is a natural way of getting immigration. However, we want to ensure that the people who are serious enough to execute their businesses and create values for Alberta's economy, that's where we are putting our emphasis.
Okay. Although, again, the people will go through the website and they will understand the basic eligibility criteria. But from your perspective, from your words, could you please define the eligibility criteria in a very concise way?
So for Foreign Graduate Entrepreneur Stream, the eligibility criteria is that number one is the businesses that they are willing to establish must be out of the 8 priority sectors. that are in demand in Alberta, which are being approved by government of Alberta, is technology, energy sector, tourism, agriculture, life sciences, pharmaceutical, and finance. So these are the main 8 industries where the government of Alberta is supporting entrepreneurs to establish their businesses. Apart from that, the basic eligibility criteria is that individual or the applicant must have completed their education outside of Canada, and that education must be within the last 10 years.
Last 10 years.
Yes. So that's one of the main criteria of eligibility. And apart from that, we are seeking people who have entrepreneurial capacity and the skills. It means they have at least 6 months of management experience. And apart from that, they have a minimum of $50,000 of investment in the rural or regional areas, and minimum of $100,000 investment in the urban areas. So like big cities like Edmonton or Calgary, or those big urban areas, we are seeking
for that
$100,000 minimum investment. Yeah, so
wonderful.
These are the main points.
Wonderful. Now the next question is, and you know what, we've seen for the long time, there is based on this kind of a program, we see the government's perspective shift. There's a larger shift where the country like Canada are right now prioritizing founders and business owners coming in and value creators coming in to create more value rather than the old traditional job-based immigration. And I see this is as a good shift. I think calling investors, calling founders at such I will not say low, but I will say a good rational investment where they can come and build their dream in the growing economy. So why do you think that the government perspective is changing from job-based immigration to value creation-based immigration?
Yes, we are competing with many other countries, where we are inviting entrepreneurs to come and settle their businesses in Canada. So one of the thing is about government of Alberta, we are inviting in as a part of government of Canada's initiatives as well, where they have initially started startup visa by government of Canada, where we were inviting many entrepreneurs to establish their businesses anywhere in Canada. They were looking to invest and start their businesses. So now the shift is just about, because we want to now creating values, right? So there's a lot of business transformations, and there's a lot of ecosystem has been now which is supporting entrepreneurs who can create values, create economic benefits for Alberta and for Canada in the long term. And we have a really good manpower workforce who have very talented people in Canada now. They can contribute towards economic value creation for Alberta or in Canada as well. So we are looking for entrepreneurs who can create some platforms like those, where government is providing full support for those entrepreneurs who can create platforms like in any of the industry that I just mentioned to you.
Yes, super. So being one of the most successful designated agency for FGES, if you have to give at a strategic level, what are the 2-3 factors that actually determine the success of FGES applicant?
If I have to pick 2-3 main criteria of a successful applicant, then I would say that yes, number one is that they should meet their eligibility criteria of having their graduation or post-graduation within the last 10 years, because that's one of the filter criteria.
Yes.
The second thing that I keep as an entrepreneurial perspective, that the willingness to do their business, the sincere effort that we can find out from their proposal and from their experience, the capacity, I would say, to launch their businesses. So, and the skill set, that do they have any experience, or how is their business proposal? So out of all these factors, I would say that their capacity, their skill set, and their education and qualification matters the most.
Wonderful. And their willingness, you say?
Yes.
The business performance agreement, which is a part of the process, sounds like a defining point. What does it truly demand from a founder? And I think this is a question which many founders would like to understand. What exactly this is business performance agreement is all about?
Well, so business performance agreement is based on the business proposal or the business plan that was accepted by the government of Alberta at the time of their EOI expression of interest acceptance.
Okay.
And when they have fully applied through the ITA called Invitation to Apply, which was the business proposal or the business plan, which was vetted by designated agencies like us.
Like yours, yeah.
And when we have approved and provided them the letter of recommendation. So based on the foundational pieces of those, the business performance agreement is a contract or an agreement between the candidate, applicant, and the government of Alberta. That based on the business plan, that this is what you are going to execute your business plan and business proposal. And this is the timeline, this is the investment you're going to make, this is the value you will be going to create. So all these factors are part of the business performance agreement. Now, when you are being assessed or evaluated for your PNP nomination, or later on when you are eligible to get your permanent residencies nomination by government of Alberta, so you have to submit your reports based on the business progress agreement.
Okay.
So those two reports are called business progress report, BPR. We call that as the short form.
Okay.
And every 6 months, you have to provide that report based on the KPIs of your business performance agreement.
Okay.
So those all pieces fit together, and you are going to provide your business progress reports to the government of Alberta.
Okay. So in a way, this is like a kind of a document through which the government want to set the accountability and ownership to the founder they are coming.
That is very much true. That's exactly what it is.
Correct.
Yes.
Wonderful. How much weight does the business idea carry versus the founder's ability to execute?
Well, both are equally important. The only misinterpretation of the business idea is that it has to be innovative. Yes, we are looking for innovative ideas. We want to ensure that the business are more sustainable and scalable in the future, and they can create good value for our provincial economies over there with government of Alberta's. That's a mandate. At the same time, when it comes to the skill set and the capacity and capabilities of the business entrepreneur, yes, all these things are only factored in if they both work together. If you're not passionate about your business that you want to implement and execute, then your skill set or capacity can lack. So similarly, if you have a strong business idea but you don't have those skill set, then we will provide you training and coaching, but at the same time the passion should be from your own.
Perfect. Now you have done a lot of supported a lot of applicants for FGES. The question is, where do most applicants misjudge this opportunity?
Whenever they are thinking that the business idea should be very innovative in terms of that if something else is happening somewhere else, then they don't see the opportunity that this can also be replicated in Alberta as well.
Correct.
For now, most of the people are assuming that the idea should be innovative, means that it has not have happened anywhere else. But that's a little bit of perception, and we always encourage people that if some idea is working elsewhere, that can also work with in Alberta, as long as if the market is conducive, as well as there's a demand and there's a opportunity in Alberta.
Correct.
So I would encourage people to come forward, bring those ideas to us, let us evaluate. Yes, as long as those business ideas are not being replicated many times, and if you're just changing the name of the business and coming up with an innovation, no, we would like to see more of organic ideas and innovation. Those kinds of businesses are more getting approvals compared to any ordinary standard way of doing the same business over and over again.
So will it be right to say that don't reinvent the wheel every time? Just try and see if modification can bring out a new version.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good ideas which is still not matured at different level.
Yeah,
so we can work on those ideas which is still not matured in different economies, and maybe they can work better in Alberta's economy. Another question is, do people or the founders who approach you tend to underestimate the business side and overestimate the immigration out?
Yes, there are many times that happen, and we always encourage people that immigration, this is a pathway to your immigration if you are willing to get your permanent residencies in Canada. But we want to see people who are serious to implement their businesses rather than just thinking about getting the permanent residencies. Yes, we understand that's the objective in many cases, but our honest advice to all the people who are willing to apply is that we want to see that you are putting all your efforts to implement and execute your business as per your business plan.
So let me come now to something we have discussed about FGES. We discussed about typical criterias, the challenges where people, because of assumptions, might underestimate this opportunity. Now coming to an important question, Elite Startup Hub, as the designated agency supporting a lot of entrepreneurs. Now I would like you to tell all the founders listening to our podcast, where do Elite Startup Hub add most value? Is it the evaluation, strategy, or execution support?
So we have a multifaceted role. We are helping Government of Alberta ensuring that the business plan that has been proposed by the candidates are meeting the minimum eligibility criteria.
Okay.
At the same time, the business proposal is commercially viable, creating economic benefits to Alberta, generating value addition to Alberta's economy. All these factors, when we assess that and when we issue a letter of recommendation, if everything goes well, based on the business plan and meeting all these criteria, until people land in Canada, if they are not in Canada already, when they are launching their businesses, we help them throughout the entire process. We help them to meet different mentors, having network connections which are being leveraged through us. We provide them training, which have been led by one of the senior most advisors and consultants. We also help them with many other opportunities like consulting, also helping them with their research, helping them with the right structure of their businesses, whether they are registering their businesses in Alberta, if they need any co-sharing place initially to kickstart their businesses, and meeting the right people. Because when you are new into a different environment, when you don't have many connections, when you don't have many people who can support, Elite Startup Hub is going to help you to launch your business so that you are successful, so that you know that there is one organization behind you who are helping you, who is willing to support you so that you are more successful in your business. So you can concentrate, focus on your business, and if you need any support, meeting the right people, right organizations, whether it's a lawyer, legal team, or whether it's a CPA team for accounting, we are there to help you to ensure that you have all the resources that are required to become a successful entrepreneur.
Super. I think this is above and beyond what typical designated agencies would do. So I think you're creating a 360-degree ecosystem. Hats off to you, and that's really amazing. Now, another question. Many founders have this in mind, that when you assess a founder or a business idea, what signal give you confidence that you can bet on it, or this is going to work?
Well, there are many factors. I won't call it one only, but there are many factors. As I mentioned to you, based on their experience, if they have successfully launched their startups earlier, in certain cases, yes. But in other cases, when somebody is bringing some ideas, and the passion that reflects in their application, and when they put up their proposal,
that's a differentiating factor.
Yes, so those are the main things, and how much they understand the Alberta's economy and the ecosystem and the research that they have done. That put a lot of confidence that yes, this candidate is doing the right things, and they have the skill set and the capacity, and they have done their due diligence part of their all process. Then we can see that that candidate could become a successful candidate.
Yeah.
Now, the business plan also tells many things about the candidate, and we always tell people that be organic, be authentic, whatever you want to do. Yes, you have many AI tools or agentic tools which you can use to firm up your business plan, but your authenticity and organic business plan always matter a lot of things in that.
True. As rightly said, you can use AI to write a business plan, but it is you who has to represent that business plan.
Correct.
So unless it is coming from you and the value proposition and authenticity is there, you're not going to actually make it to the last level, which is needed. Okay. Another very important question. Have you ever said no to the applicants?
Well, there are many cases where we have to advise the applicant or approaching us with some kind of the business ideas, despite that they are meeting their eligibility criteria of all the education and investment and the experience. Sometimes the business ideas doesn't make sense from the perspective of all those main pillars where we evaluate whether it is creating economic benefit to Alberta, how innovative that business idea is, and what kind of value proposition or values they're generating for Alberta's or the economy that they're contributing. So if we assess those and we find that those ideas are not making sense or that have been not going to be successful in the long term, then regretfully we have to say no as well to certain business ideas. And if they come up, and we always encourage candidates or applicants, if yes, these are the shortcomings, and if you have something else or you are truly again sincere about launching your business, and then they can reapply through our agency.
Okay. Now, I would like to know from whatever you have accomplished, you might have received, I think, n number of leads. I think you're telling me about more than 15,000 plus applications or inquiries you have received in the last few months. Out of that, if you segregate, which countries are right now looking more interested in these programs?
Well, Canada has overall position, one of the world's most stable economy, and inviting many applicants are being seeing that they can become successful in that country because of all the different factors that Canada provides. Now, within Alberta, as you know, that Alberta is one of the most promising province, which is helping many businesses in one or the other way. Our Premier, Daniel Smith, is encouraging all the entrepreneurs, providing all the resources and support to become successful. Now, looking at all these factors, I have seen that many people are applying from various parts of the world. And yes, we have seen many applicants from one region to another region. And sometimes they are more from African countries like Nigeria or Kenya or some other countries. But nowadays, after the startup visa have been pushing all the applicants for about 10 to 15 years now. So we have seen more and more different part of the world are coming now. We have seen many people from United Arab Emirates or Middle East countries, as well as from India and China and some other countries in Asia as well. Many candidates are applying. Surprisingly, we have also seen a trend that many US people who are even citizens or the permanent residents over there also applying for this program.
Yes.
Through a foreign graduate entrepreneurship.
Wonderful. Now tell me, coming towards the last part of the podcast, share some success stories. You've thousands of, hundreds of, I think, applicants you have guided, supported in different ways. Few success stories, which is remarkable one, which you really feel, proud of as a lead startup hub.
Yeah. Specifically, if I talk about the foreign graduate entrepreneurship. Yes. In that case, we have some really good case studies, successful case studies.
Yes.
One of entrepreneur who has applied from China wanted to establish one of the technology business in the green landscaping in Alberta based on the weather system and the environment in Alberta. So the new tech platform that he has established, and we have helped him with his business plan to ensure that it has been fully streamlined and meet all the eligibilities and the guidelines of the business plan according to the Alberta's Advantage Immigration Program. So that's one where that gentleman has already received their business performance agreement contract signed, and they are in research of finding a right suitable place to start their business in Alberta. Likewise, we have another another candidate from Middle East country, Turkey. She is coming up with the technology idea. So we have n number of stories and case studies where
Wonderful.
we have supported many businesses from different priority sectors. And so yes, many candidates are getting their business performance agreement signed, launching their businesses. So which is a wonderful news for the candidate as well as for Alberta as well.
Wonderful. You just mentioned about the startup visa. There are a lot of queries which came on the website or other people, those who were asking and inquisitive about FGES versus startup visas.
Well, startup visa was being launched by Government of Canada at a federal level, where they were giving opportunities for entrepreneurs to launch businesses, again, with the help of angel investors or the approved agencies as a business incubators. But that program has been a little bit now paused, or I would say the timeline is showing more than 10 years now.
Okay.
So we have seen a lot of interest from those people who are thinking to apply under startup visa are now getting towards the foreign graduate entrepreneurs. Again, the criteria is a little bit about that you have to have 10 years of with the education between the last 10 years. So sometime those candidates who are eligible under startup visa may not be eligible under FGES program. So, but if they are eligible, we welcome them to apply under this program as long as they have the right business ideas and they meet all the other eligibility criteria.
Superb. So coming towards the last question now. If someone is watching this podcast right now, is a founder, hungry, wanted to establish business in Alberta, wanted to take advantage of this growing opportunity, what should be their first step now?
Well, the first step is that go to the websites, do a little bit of research and see if you are eligible. If you think that you're eligible, you have a business idea, you want to discuss with us before making a full commitment, you can go to our website called elitestartuphub.com.
Okay.
And you will see one link over there to book a consultation call. So you can book a consultation call to verify or validate your business idea, to understand what are the process, and if you want to understand and getting more information about a high level timeline, if how things are, we will certainly provide information about that, as well as we will give you clarity on the process, clarity on how this will take you from step by step.
Okay.
So we will, I think that will be one of the key things.
First step.
The first step is to get to consultation call as soon as possible. When you're ready, we will certainly provide you all the information that is applicable for this program.
Wonderful. To all the founders, again, watching this, if you have to summarize and have to make a call to, a message to all of them on behalf of Elite Startup Hub and also on behalf of Government of Alberta, what is your message?
My message to all of the viewers who are watching this podcast, if you have an idea, if you are meeting the eligibility criteria, Elite Startup Hub would like to see you another successful entrepreneur who are establishing their businesses. Think that Elite Startup Hub is going to be your helping hand end to end. We will help you from your business plan to launching your business idea, as well as when you are in the execution mode or implementation mode, we will be there to help you.
Correct.
Government of Alberta is also there to help you, to ensure that you have all the resources that you need, and we are providing you all the conducive environment for you to launch and start your business and scale your business.
Superb. Thank you so much for being so patient and answering all the questions. So I think to summarize, this is a great opportunity for all the founders watching this podcast. If you have an idea, if you have a great value proposition, if you have done your graduation in the last 10 years and you have a very nominal amount to invest, Alberta is inviting each one of you. There is an ample of opportunity, as you've just heard about it. And apart from the opportunity, what I really liked in the whole conversation is the kind of ecosystem you individually or as a Lead Startup Hub is building to support those founders. It's not just you are a designated agency whose work is to verify a business plan and just give a letter of intent or recommendation. What kind of ecosystem you're trying to build for the founders? I think that is something which is missing in most of the countries even today. Correct? There are a lot of founders, hungry founders, good ideas, but I think they need that hand-holding, and the kind of hand-holding you're supporting with the kind of support system you're providing, I'm sure this is going to be a real benefit for all of them. So if you are watching right now, just enroll the call and get your idea validated. This is a great opportunity. Thank you so much once again for joining and sharing all this information.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.